Well, good morning. It is day one of competition. It's just gone 8:30. We're not drawing until 9:30. I've been up for about the last hour now, just getting my gear ready. I've mixed my ground bait already. All my gear is done. So what we're going to do now is just going to head down into Enniskillen, which is where the draw is, at the tattle shop. Grab something to eat on the way down there. Grab something to eat for tonight as well when we get back, because we might not be back until late. But everything's done, the gear's ready. I know roughly, well, I know what rotation I've got, but I don't know what peg or section I'm actually going to. That is what we're going to find out at the draw at 9:30. Well, the draw every single day will be at 9:30 right here at the tattle shop. Well, it's a new section for me. It's round 03. Doesn't mean a lot. Just got to find it now, and I'll see you down at the peg. Well, that was a super short drive, that. We're here. This is round. I've never seen this before. I've been told that it can be a great pole peg, and I've been told that it's very snaggy as well. So, just going to get the kit out, get sorted, have a good cast around with the bomb, find out what the bottom's like, and I'll check in with you once I'm set up. Well, I'm all set up. There we go. We've still got 40 minutes to the start, so I'm only feeder fishing, so you know it doesn't take too long to set a couple of rods up. What I've done is I've literally spent about 20 minutes just casting a bomb around the swim. I just poured a cup of coffee out because, you know, Michael Buckwalder said that, you know, there are snags here, so if I was going to commit to a certain line, I wanted to make sure that it was actually clear from snags, or the best I could gauge that it was clear from snags. So I spent a while casting a bomb around the swim. I found a couple of spots that I'm going to be fishing. I'm going to fish across two different lines. I am going to cover that long pole line. I'm going to feed it with quite a lot of ground bait at the start, but then I'm going to feed it with particles and baits with a small feeder over the top of that just initially. So I'm going to put 5 balls in of ground bait. So all I've done is I've just taken out some of that out of my mix. 5 balls worth of ground bait. I put a little bit of hemp in there, a little bit of castor. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed those 5 balls by hand at 13 meters at the start, and then I'm going to put a couple of cages over the top really precisely with some freebies in there as well, just so it's like a focal point amongst those 5 balls of ground bait. And then my main line is right over there, and it's actually 48 meters. I found a spot that feels okay. It is across that other bank. That is where the flow is, across that other bank, because the flow is actually coming round this bend. We're on the inside bend, so I'm casting to where what little flow there is, but I'm casting to where that is, and it works out at 48 meters. And that's the line I'm going to start on, and just be quite active with it, just to get an idea of what fish are out there. And you know, the first half hour or so really might give us an idea of how good or bad it's going to be. Good luck, lads. Yeah, that's it. Boats coming at us from all directions now. I think that one's going to go that way. I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance. On 5 casts now, I haven't had a sign. On all 5 casts, my hook length got caught up on something. I have lost one hook length, so it is snaggy out there, so I might have to move. We'll see how it goes. I'm timing my bites in between boats. No, it's not caught round. Hey, there is one. Hey? No, hybrid. We're off the mark, that's taken a while. Nice hybrid? Oh, wow. Cut me off. Just cut me off there. Gives you time to have a coffee. You what, Dad? Hybrid. Yeah. Oh, I need some of them, I'll tell you. Good hybrid. Just a bite out of the blue. We've got an hour and a half left. That was just out of the blue. Not changed anything. Just got to grab whatever we can now. We're just fishing for bites, and if it's a bonus, then that's obviously a bonus, but it's really quiet now. Andy's had 3 or 4 on the pole now. I've gone on that line. I can't catch on that line. I haven't had a bite on that line, but obviously with the pole it's superior presentation on that, isn't it? So just ticking over, just fishing for bites. If it's a roach, just take whatever it is. But there's no pattern at all, and I'm obviously hoping that that pole line is not going to get stronger. But I think me and Andy are about neck and neck now. It's a little bit frustrating, to be honest, because there are snags out there. I've literally lost 3 fish now that have cut me off. 2 of them have cut me off on the strike, just cut halfway down the hook length. I think they were hybrids as well. That's on 0.22 hook length. Really frustrating when it's so hard to get a bite, but then that happens. I've lost 2 fish close in. I've had one cut me off at 8 meters on something. There's something there. And then I've had another hybrid that the hook just pulled out. It's so frustrating. I've got about 5 or 6 fish now. Andy on my left has got, I think he's got 3, and it's very quiet to my right, so you know it is very, very hard. But you know, I've caught a few fish for what's here. Haven't been on that short line yet. I've been putting small balls of ground bait on it, and yeah, it's been difficult with the boats, just trying to pick your cast and when you can cast in, and seeing if the boat's coming, just timing it that way. But we expected that today. So you can only catch what's in front of you. So if it means, obviously, well, it obviously looks like it's going to be a low weight affair. So I've just cut back a little bit on the feed now, and hopefully it'll improve. That's the first fish now for almost an hour. Terrible. Andy's had 3 or 4 more fish on the pole line, but he's got to keep resting it. This line is just, I've actually come back from that 48 meter line that I was on. I've actually come back 10 turns just to try and find a clear spot. I've lost about 8 hook lengths, and whilst it's pretty clean there, it's just not getting bites. There's nothing there. So I put a bed of bait in about 40 minutes ago, hoping 1 or 2 fish would settle on it, but that's the first bite I've had it, and I've had to scale down for that as well. So there's about 30 minutes left, and I'm just trying to get every single fish I can get. Simple as that. It's fishing very, very hard. And in true Irish style, 30 minutes to go, it starts raining. Smashing. Time! Well done, Andy. Right, well that's it. Second half, last 2.5 hours has really been dire. Really, it just got worse and worse and worse. However, it got slightly better for Andy. Andy, he just ticked over on that pole. You know, it's not gone mad for him, but he's just been cupping a ball of ground bait in, resting it for 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then going on it and catching a couple in the next 2 casts, and then it just dies again, and then it needs another rest. So he's just proper nurtured it. So he's got a few more fish than me. I'm not quite sure what weight he'll have, but he's definitely beat me. I haven't heard anything from these lads round to my right. I've no idea what's been caught there. So a bit disappointing that it didn't get better. We didn't expect a fantastic start, and we did expect it being a hard section just here, but I did think it was going to get better. Cut back on the feed, scaled down a little bit, and just tried to fish for bites. And I honestly felt that, you know, you would be able to just keep putting 1 or 2 fish in the net, even if they were only small roach or something. But that wasn't the case. It just died, and literally that last 2 hours, I bet I've had 3 fish, and they all came straight out of the blue. You know, I slowed it down, put the rod down, and I caught a couple doing that, and then the others were just kind of, as soon as the feeder's hit the bottom, it's gone round out of the blue, you know, just from nowhere. So definitely didn't work anything out there. And that 30 metre line, I haven't had a single bite on it. I even scaled right down to a 1 metre hook length, size 14 hook. I even went on that with a single maggot, single caster. Never had a single indication on that line. I know it's completely different presentation from the pole line, but even though, you know, it is different, you know, you would have expected 1 or 2 rattles or whatever. So all my gear's just about got wet now because it's been raining for the last 30 minutes. But yeah, not the ideal start to the festival, but it is a 5-day weight festival, and you can only catch the fish that are in front of you. So that's about it. We're off the mark anyway. We are actually over to 2 sections tomorrow, or the section we're heading off to is just up further down to our right, on that bank there and on this bank here. So tomorrow I won't be far away at all. I will literally just be slightly downstream from here. So for tonight, I'm obviously going to get weighed in, and I've got quite a few hook lengths to do. I've lost quite a bit of kit today, so I've got quite a few hook lengths to tie, and then just reset, ready for tomorrow. Well, I've actually weighed a little bit more than what I thought, 3 kilo 200. Andy's actually had 3 kilo 300. I thought there was a bigger difference between us, but I think my fish might have been bigger. Well, there must have been. How many fish did you had, Andy? 15?
15 or so, yeah.
Yeah. So, the size of fish has kind of helped me, to be honest. A bit annoying though, with those fish what have cut me off, but that's what it is, especially on 022, but that's what it is. But it has, it's fished hard all the way through here. This lad's got a few here, and then we're just this lad on the end. He's got four hybrids, so we're expecting him to possibly win this section.
1-1.
1-1. It's a good one though, that, isn't it? And this is Ian's weight on the other end. Yeah, we're going to be a close section, aren't we?
What's a close section?
Ooh, wow.
Call it, Jamie?
Yeah. Are we going in 50s?
You've got to go the next 50 up.
Yeah.
So
27500. 2750. Yeah.
Right,
Do that under, yeah. 2750. So a quick scan of those. There we go. This is it. 4 pegs here.
Yeah.
At Roundel. There we go. Nice one. Thank you. Well, there we go. We thought it was going to be a hard section. Andy's won this section. He's had 3 kilo 300. I've had 3 kilo 200. That didn't weigh as much as what we thought. So I'm second on this bit here, but you know, you're always counting your lost fish and stuff, but to get cut off, it's so annoying. And 2 out of the 3 fish that have cut me off have been right where I've hooked them. So I've obviously been fishing right next to something that's cut the line, but on 022, you know, you can't really go stronger than that, can you? So, but there we go. You can only catch the fish that's in front of you. So the way that I fished, it's kept me up with everyone here on how this section's fished. But obviously going into tomorrow, we are heading up there tomorrow, so we could be over there corner grade, or we could be right up here on this bank here. So we're kind of fishing the same sort of water tomorrow. So obviously I'll be tweaking things a little bit for tomorrow and expecting it being difficult and maybe not feeling quite as confident. So we're gonna get the van loaded up now. We've only got literally about a 2-minute drive back to the hotel. We've got some nice hot food to prepare, so we're gonna have that. Just relax. We've got a few hook lengths to tie, and then recharge ready for tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you back in the tattle shop tomorrow at 9:30 for the draw for day 2.